Hi, welcome. I'm happy you're here for this cozy practice with Kels. I'm Kels, and I will be guiding you through this yin practice. Yin is a practice of slowness. We'll hold each pose for a couple of minutes at a time, and the intention behind that is to really allow your body to just melt into the pose. So the time in the pose allows the fascia in your body, the muscles, everything that's being stretched out when we do a pose to get past that initial shock of like, oh, we're in a pose, to, oh, we're in a pose. And it just allows you to kind of soften and melt. And it's really, really gooey. It feels really good. Or it should feel really good once you're done, although it can definitely be a mental challenge while you're in it. So thank you for being here. Let's get started. We'll start with our feet together, knees out wide in a butterfly pose. See if you can find your sit bones so you can kind of pull out anything that needs to be from underneath you. And then just allow the knees to fall towards the floor. So unlike in a restorative class where you may bring support under your knees, the intention here is to get into that inner thigh area. So you should be feeling something here, or you can welcome that, because that's the point of the pose. The second point of this pose is for your spine. So we'll round over our feet, bringing our palms to the mat in front of us, and allow your head to drop towards your toes. And just fall down into the ground. Just allow yourself to be gently pulled towards the ground by gravity. Let go of any tension or any kind of active energy resisting the fall towards the ground. Just let it all go. Notice if you're holding on to any tension in your neck. Take a deep breath in and exhale, let it all go. Over time, if you are dropping closer to the ground, you can crawl your hands out farther in front of you for more comfort. It's not the goal, remember. I say this all the time. It's not a practice of goal setting. Practice of allowing what is, and just witnessing your body, giving it some grace, acceptance. Three more breaths here. Now slowly, as slow as you can, use your hands and press back up, crawling your hands towards your body. Your head comes up last. And stretch out the right foot, straightening the leg out to the side. Keep the left bottom of your foot on the right inner thigh. Arms in the sky above the head. Turn toward your right foot and drop your body. Do not reach for your foot. If you reached, come back up. Just drop. Let your hands fall wherever they fall. Again, check in with your body. Notice any tension or any area where you are kind of actively resisting gravity. And see if you can allow some softness. Notice your breath. Notice how, even though it may seem like we're in stillness, the body still moves. It moves with the inhales and the exhales. And likely, it's also moving closer and closer toward the ground. As your muscles and your fascia and your back relax. Just notice it. And slowly on your next inhale, crawl your hands back towards your body, pressing yourself up. The head comes up last. And we'll go to the other side. So stretching out the left foot, straightening the left leg out to the side. Bring your right foot onto your left inner thigh. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale, arms above head. Turn towards your left foot and exhale, fall, don't reach, down over your left leg. Again, notice any tension. Seems like any time we move, the body resets. And it can want to hang on and resist falling into the ground, melting into the ground. So it may take a gentle nudge or reminder that it's safe to do so. And you can just allow it to happen. Allow yourself to melt toward the ground. Maybe noticing a release of tension with every exhale. On your next inhale, curl your hands back slowly and sit up. Now bring your hands behind you to support a slight lean back. Bring both knees into the air, feet planted a little wider than hip width apart, and drop both your knees to the left. And then drop both knees to the right. These are called windshield wipers. Take a few at your own pace. And then find stillness in a seat. And just take a moment, maybe closing your eyes. Drop your head, then gaze toward the ceiling. Look over your right shoulder, and then your left. And then come down to the floor on your stomach. And we'll find Sphinx pose. Just a nice little counter to the rounding of our back. So you'll come up on your forearms, making sure that your palms are flat on the mat and your elbows directly below your shoulder, which creates a support for your upper body. Untuck your toes so the tops of your feet are touching the ground. And your gaze is out in front of you, not cranking your neck up at the ceiling or looking down. Just neutral, maybe a couple inches from the top of your mat, looking at the ground in front of you. And slowly release down to the mat. Now, this one's going to be fun. Bring your right hand, your right arm, extend to your right side. So out to a T, straight out to your right. I'll do it on this side so you can see. And then lift up your left foot, bending your knee, and plant your left foot on your opposite side of your body. So the same side as your arm, to the right side. This is not a traditional yin pose, but it is something quite good at getting into the upper chest and the shoulders. Your left hand stays on the mat to steady you. Most of your weight is in the left foot and your right outstretched arm and shoulder. And only go as deep as is comfortable for you. You'll find some sensation. If you start to feel any tingles or any pain, then come back out and just lie in your stomach with your arm outstretched. You'll slowly press into your left foot to roll yourself back over onto your stomach, and we'll go to the other side. I'll stretch your left arm out toward your left into a T. Bend the right knee, lifting the foot into the sky, and then rotate your body, plant your right foot on the same side as your left hand. Now press into your right foot to roll yourself back onto your stomach. And roll all the way over onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a little hug. Making yourself into a little ball. Maybe gently rocking side to side to massage your back. And release back down. And we'll find the Savasana. Your hands can be down by your side, palms facing up, or you can place one hand on your stomach and one hand on your heart. Whatever feels right to you. And as is the same in any other yin pose, notice any areas of tension. Even though we are fully supported by the ground in this pose, the body can be known to hold on to some tension. So maybe starting at your toes and your feet. Notice if there's any tension. And on your next exhale, imagining just a warm ray of light over your toes and your feet, allowing them to melt and soften into the ground. And then noticing your ankles and your calves. Imagining that ray of light hitting your ankles and your calves, And your next exhale, allowing them to melt further into the ground. And now shifting attention to your knees and your thighs. Notice how they're feeling. Notice any sensations. Then on your next exhale, imagine that ray of light bringing warmth to your knees and your thighs, allowing them to soften and melt. And now shift attention to your hips, to your lower back. Notice how your hips and your lower back are feeling. Notice any sensations present. And on your next exhale, allow them to sink into the mat. Now shift your attention to your stomach and to your diaphragm. Noticing any tension, any sensations. Before allowing that ray of light to bring warmth to your stomach and your diaphragm, and allowing them to melt into the mat. Now notice your shoulders and your chest. Checking in, moving upward in the body. And allow that ray of light to bring warmth to your shoulders and your chest. And allow them to soften into the mat. Now notice your arms, your hands, and your fingers. Send your breath to your arms and your hands and your fingers. And allow that ray of light to warm them and allow them to melt into the mat. And now notice your throat and your neck. Notice any tension. Notice any energy. And allow that ray of light to spread warmth up to your neck and to your throat, and allow them to soften and relax. Now bring your attention to your face and to your head. Notice any tension in your face or your head. And allow the light to touch your face and the head, and allow them to soften and melt into the mat. And now notice your whole body glowing with warmth and with relaxation. As your whole body is supported by the ground beneath you. Just allow that support to be there, and allow your whole body to melt into the mat. Keeping your eyes closed, start to deepen your breath. Maybe wiggling your toes, wiggle your fingers. Stretch out your feet, the ankles, the wrists. And bring your arms over your head, behind you, and stretch from your toes to your hands, your whole body. And roll onto your favorite side, to fetal position. And stay here for a few moments, not rushing it. You can keep your eyes closed or flutter them open. Either way, make your way into a seat on your mat. Taking one more breath together with me. Hands on your heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me. And thank you for treating your body and your mind with some calm today. I'll see you next time.